TMZ reports that the rapper known as D4vd, legal name David Burke, transferred the deeds to two Houston area homes he owned in trust to his mother on September 18th and September 22nd, 2025. TMZ ties the timing to a swatting call to one of the houses on September 18th and to ongoing investigations after the decomposing body of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas was found inside D4vd's Tesla. Law enforcement executed a search warrant at his Los Angeles rental on September 17th. Key facts reported. Property transfers. Two Texas homes previously held in a trust under D4vd's control were recorded in his mother's name on September 18th and September 22nd, 2025. Swatting incident. Police were called to one of those Texas homes on September 18th after a hoax caller reported a shooting and a dead female victim. The parents answered the door and confirmed younger siblings were in the house. Active investigation. LAPD executed a search warrant at D4vd's LA rental on September 17th. Celeste Rivas, missing from Lake Elsinore since early 2024, was later discovered dead in the front trunk of his Tesla. Public fallout. D4vd canceled tour dates and postponed his album rollout. His lawyer had not responded to TMZ at the time of the report. What this might mean for the Celeste Rivas case. Asset movement can trigger scrutiny. Transfers of real estate to a close family member shortly before or during a criminal investigation often prompt prosecutors and civil claimants to examine whether transfers were intended to shield assets from seizure, civil suits, or restitution claims. If investigators or plaintiff attorneys suspect fraudulent conveyance, they may seek to unwind transfers or freeze assets through court orders using evidence of intent and timing. Timing looks conspicuous, but is not definitive. The transfers occurred within days of law enforcement activity at D4vd's residences, which could be used by prosecutors or civil litigants to argue consciousness of guilt or intent to protect assets. Defense counsel can counter that transfers were legitimate family arrangements or pre-existing estate planning moves. Swatting complicates narrative and credibility. Could there be a motive for a D4vd insider to do just that? Undetermined thus far. The swatting event tied to one transferred house introduces questions about who had motive or capability to make the hoax call, whether it related to the investigation, and whether the transfers affected who was living in those properties at the time. Investigators will likely examine phone logs, IP traces, and who benefited from the transfers. Practical effects on criminal case are limited but relevant. Criminal prosecutors focus on evidence linking a suspect to the offense. Asset transfers alone do not prove guilt, but can be used as corroborative circumstantial evidence of consciousness of wrongdoing or post-defense conduct. Civil claims, wrongful death, probate, restitution, are where asset transfers have more direct legal consequences if they're found to be fraudulent. What to watch next? Records from the county recorders showing exact deeds, dates, and trust documents for the transfers. Any court filings by prosecutors seeking asset restraints, or by civil plaintiffs filing wrongful death or preservation motions alleging fraudulent conveyance. Statements or filings from defense counsel explaining the transfer's purpose and timing. Investigative developments tying any physical or digital evidence to the properties, the swatting incident, or financial transactions around the transfer dates.